keep up the good work. Question is, how long can I actually pretend to be your father?
You're not James's father?
Sure then. Who are you calling?
I'm calling Child Protective Services, and then I'm calling the police.
Quiet, you're gonna upset James.
Honey, you just keep coloring, okay? And I'm gonna talk to this man, whoever he is. Damn you. I trusted you. I believed all your stories about you being a money manager for the mob and being part of the witness protection program. All lies.
I wasn't lying.
Oh, you think that's gonna stop me? I'll just use the phone at the front desk.
You're overreacting. Listen, I
heard you say that you were James's father. You just wait till CPS and the police get here. You'll be arrested and you'll never see James again.
Hey, you remember that beach party when Margie Flood showed up with that doofus bodybuilder from Castleton just to make you jealous?
Oh, that didn't last long.
Oh, yeah, what, 5 minutes? Yeah. Noah turned on his old Romeo act and started slow dancing with her on the sand. That works every time. So Margie and Noah slipped off the dunes for the rest of the night, and the poor jerk walked around calling, Margie, Margie, where are you, hun, for 2 hours.
And Margie had his car keys. Oh, God only knows how that guy got home.
You should have been there, Fancy.
Sounds hilarious.
This is the greatest guy in the whole damn world. Now, all the time I knew him, he was #1. Everybody liked him, especially the ladies.
What can I say? You know, some of us got it, some of us don't.
And while the rest of us were trying to hide our pimples, Noah was making conquest after conquest. I mean, he had it all. Looks, smart.
Don't forget charm.
Then why don't you date him?
I guess I am a prize fool, huh? Talking you up when I'm trying to make an impression.
You said it, not me.
Well, you still got it, Noah. When we first got here, Fancy was staring at you like she was starving to death and you were a T-bone steak.
As if.
Really?
Doesn't do much for your ego when your date is looking at another guy and drooling.
You've got some nerve, Edmund Sinclair. I didn't know such thing.
I wouldn't worry about it, Edmund, all right? Fancy is top-shelf merchandise. She'd never be interested in a blue-collar guy like me. And I'd never waste my time with someone like Fancy Crane.
What kind of plea bargain deal is that? 15 years for each count of attempted murder?
Served consecutively.
Dear God, that's 45 years! The DA offered 10 before the trial started.
It's a tough world, sweetheart. You should have struck while the iron was hot.
45 years. By that time, I will be Julian's very, very rich merry widow.
This is Justice Eve. For everything you've done and every life you've destroyed, you will spend the rest of your miserable life in jail.
Get off me, Pilar! Help me!
Stop it! You'll hurt her, Teresa!
More than hurt her, Mom! Get off of me!
You burned the computer disks that proved that you and your bitch of a mother set me up, that you were the ones that sent the information to the tabloid. Now it's your word against mine. Mama, stop it! Stop it! Murder is a mortal sin! Stop it!
Who do you think Ethan's gonna believe one if there's only one of us around?
He's gonna believe me.
No,
Teresa,
I don't think so.
Get off of me, Teresa!
When I tell him everything that you did, stop it! When I tell him everything that you did, that you confessed to everything, and then you accidentally slipped and fell into the incinerator while you were burning the evidence of your crime, he's gonna be in my arms before you can say funeral!
You sick bitch! Stay away from me!
I'm gonna get rid of you, but just like you got rid of the evidence! Get off of me! I didn't get off of me! Get!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out, you keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
It's long before this girl named Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald burned it down. Anyway, Stephanie is a senior at this other high school, and she thinks she's dating the star quarterback of Harmony High. She finds out Noah's the star quarterback, all right, but the freshman team knocked the varsity. Oh, man, she was mad.
She drove out of town at 100 miles an hour. Oh.
So she dumped you because you lied? That's not amazing.
What's amazing is that once she cooled off, she came right back. She dated Noah until she went off to college.
Presumably not the Ivy League.
There's a whole bunch of other stories just like that. Noah always got the girl. He was the king.
Whoa, was? Come on, I still am.
Can't we go to our table?
Hey, they haven't called us yet. So what have you been up to? It's been years.
You know, this and that. Went to college, graduated, then I went on to grad school for a while. Then I left, and then, you know, went on the road.
That sounds sweet. My family would never let me do that.
Yeah, it wasn't too shabby. You know, lately I've been hanging out in Vegas.
Vegas. Oh, man. Sin City, huh? What happened out there? Anything memorable?
No, nothing happened out in Vegas that meant anything at all to me.
You either give me back my phone or let me through. I am reporting you whether you like it or not.
Sheridan, let me explain.
Forget it. I heard you say you weren't James's father.
No, what I said was, how long can I pretend to be his father?
Exactly. You admitted you weren't his father.
No, I didn't mean I'm not his biological father. I don't know how to be a father. I've been searching for him for so long. I never thought what it'd be like once I actually found him. Maureen left when he was a baby. Look at him now. I've lost so much time with him. And what do I know about raising a child? I read all the books, but it doesn't prepare you for the awesome responsibility of actually looking after another human being. My own flesh and blood. The love I feel for him when I look at him. It's overwhelming. It's unconditional. And it scares me.
It scares you how?
Well, what if I totally screw up? Every day has new choices, and choices that could affect him forever. I just want to be the best father. The best father he deserves. But I'm worried I will never be.
Compared to some fathers, you're already way ahead of the game.
You know, your plea bargain is no deal at all. The jury may give her a lighter sentence.
Dream on. I think the jury wants to give her life without the possibility of parole. They were horrified when I showed them the evidence. Did you see their faces?
The evidence. What evidence? It's all innuendo, hearsay, character assassination. That's all it was.
Whatever works, counselor. I wouldn't go for mercy from this jury. Listen, however you want to handle it, I think it's sayonara, baby. I know you're not happy with this generous offer that I've given you. But do you really want to risk any chance of freedom on a jury verdict? Life without the possibility of parole means that her last days are going to be looking through bars. And I'm not the only person involved in this case. The judge has to justify his next appointment, too. He needs to link his name in the newspaper with a stiff sentence. Voters love this stern law and order stuff.
Don't you worry, my darling.
I'd worry if I were you. I think you should take my deal. Or the good doctor's going to be in the state pen till they bury her.
Admit it, Gwen. Admit to my mother what you did. Go on me. Yes, and you get rid of evidence, and now I'm gonna get rid of you. Please stop. Mama, no.
So how'd you live out in Vegas? Did your parents send you money?
Nah, I don't take handouts. You remember how I used to play cards a little and was kind of good at it? What can I say?
You gambled for a living? And were you successful?
How could he be if he's bartending now? But forget about the help, Edmund. I'm on a date with you, remember? Tell me about your life. I'm sure you have hidden depths.
Me? Well, you know, not like Noah. And with me, what you see is what you get.
Oh, come on. Don't sell yourself short, man. No. Edmund is terrific, all right? He's got it all. You know, I always thought myself lucky to be his friend.
Well, you still are my friend.
Yeah.
You look like you have a great body. And I'll bet those muscles match the rest of you. You're so big and strong. bet you were a big football hero. Even bigger than the bartender.
You bet. Damn straight he played football. And he was his team's most valuable player 2 years running.
MVP? Wow, that's really something.
Never would have happened if it hadn't been for Noah. Now, I couldn't learn the offensive plays to save my life. But over the phone, Noah tutored me. He forced me to memorize them day after day. Now, he's the real MVP. If it hadn't been for Noah, I wouldn't even made starting quarterback at my boarding school.
I'm fine. Teresa, get the hell out of this house. You don't belong here. Ethan is married to me, and he is never gonna leave me. And after this, you can forget about ever getting Jane back. Teresa, no, Teresa. Remember what almost just happened here? Yeah.
I was so close, Mama. I was so close to proving the truth, and I just lost everything.
Look, Miss Nancier, if you want us to agree to a plea, then you're gonna have to do a lot better than 45 years. 15 years a charge served concurrently?
I don't have to do anything. I've already won. Did you see their faces? I don't have to do any bargaining with you. Now, that's it. Take it or leave it.
You're a monster.
From a murderer to a name caller. You're not very smart. The deal's off the table. I can't wait to see your face when they've sentenced you to the max.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a second.
No plea bargain means life in prison. Oh, Eve, these truly are the wages of sin.
The jury is going to fry you, Eve.
Shut your damn mouth, Liz.
No, this is right. I'm gonna lose the case, and I'm going to go to prison for the rest of my life. It's all over for me. It's all over. That's all.
You doing okay? Picked a great color.
Yeah. Chris, I'm so sorry. I jumped to conclusions when I overheard you, and I've just been through so much lately. With my son being stolen by a woman I didn't even know was my half-sister. My father helping her.
You'll get him back.
Luis hasn't found him yet. And the man who's supposed to love me more than anything else in the world, and I've lost faith in him. I don't want to always be thinking the worst of everyone. I have to stop being so suspicious.
But Sheridan, can you stop being suspicious of me? Even after I told you my deepest, darkest secrets, secrets that could get me killed. After one chance comment, you immediately assumed the worst. I don't want to live with that anymore. Not with everything that I've got on my plate.
Oh my God. You're not going to take James and leave, are you?
You are my passion for life.
Please don't go. I want to be around James. I love looking after him.
There you go again. Jumping to conclusions. No, I'm not leaving. I just want you to relax, Sheridan. Trust me, I'm not the bad guy, but if we can't get over this, then...
We can, I can. I'm sorry. I won't doubt you again. Now, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you stop doubting that you're a wonderful father? Because you are. I mean, as far as I can see, you're amazing. James is very lucky to have you.
Thanks.
I forgot.
What are you making?
I'm making breakfast for the whole B&B. I found this old recipe of Grace Bennett's, and I think I followed it exactly. It's a puff pastry with various fillings. Mm-hmm. I'm not exactly known for my cooking skills. Let's see how they came out.
don't look very good.
Well, let's see what they taste like.
Well,
Not bad.
really? It's terrible. You said it was good.
I said it wasn't bad. Dry, yes. Bad, no, if your customers are starving.
Thanks. What am I gonna do? I'm supposed to have breakfast for everybody here. I mean, it comes in the price. It's the other B in the B&B. Sam should fire me.
No one's gonna fire you. Well, what if you let me help? We'll whip something up in a jiffy.
For all the guests in the B&B.
No problem. I can do this in my sleep.
Okay, what do we need?
We need some flour, some eggs, some milk, some bacon, some sausage, some cheese, and some leftover vegetables, my secret spices. And I'll teach you how to make my world-famous breakfast casserole. My mother used to make this when I was growing up in South Africa, you know.
Now, are you sure you can do this?
Trust me.
Yes.
What other sports did you play? Baseball?
Oh, yeah. Noah helped me correct a hole in my swing, and because of him, my game really improved.
What was business school like? I'm sure you did well.
Sure, but I never would have even made it into college if Noah hadn't tutored me in math. You know, he was really incredible. He really took the time to help me out.
Do you like to travel?
Oh, you bet. Especially France. Yeah, thanks to Noah, my French is passable. Because of him, I can make my wants known. I can order some fine wines in fine restaurants.
Are you active in politics?
Yeah, only because of Noah. You know, he taught me to really get involved and try to make a difference.
I'll bet you're quite the ladies' man.
Well, thanks to Noah. You know, he sat me down one day and he...
Why don't you two get a room?
What?
Never mind. I'll be back in a moment. Make sure the table's ready by the time I get back so we can eat. Alone.
What did I say? I thought the three of us were having such a good time.
I'll tell you what, there's a rare wine that Fancy really likes. I'm sure we have a bottle of it here. Order it for her. She'll be very impressed.
If you say so.
The gentleman wants a bottle of the Chateau de Lys 84. It's in that special case in the wine vault.
Hey, thanks, Noah. You always know the right thing to do. Hey, wait a minute. How do you know what wine Fancy likes? I didn't think you knew it. You two have something going on?
You know, every cloud has a silver lining. You see, once you're in jail, Eve, there will be no more of these public displays of affection with my husband.
I want you to back off, Rebecca. And don't think that I won't be keeping an eye on you, because I do not believe your testimony one bit. You still haven't explained what you were doing in the basement the night that Liz was poisoned. And if I find out that you've been lying so Eve will go to prison, I swear I will make your life a living nightmare.
Talk to the hand, Julian. Dr. Love did this to herself.
You know, Rebecca, he does bring up a good point. What were you doing in that basement?
Miss Nancier is adamant. The plea bargain is off the table. She wants the case to go to the jury.
Damn it.
No. It's all right. Ethan will change the jury's mind.
You bet I will. I will. I'm gonna go home. I have a lot of work to do to prep for tomorrow's defense.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for everything.
Stay strong, okay? Try to get some rest.
Do you think that there is any chance Ethan could mount a defense that would save me?
I don't know, but there is one surefire way to make sure that you don't go to jail.
What?
Run away with me tonight. We'll leave Harmony. We'll never come back.
Why would you ask if I had something going on with Fancy Crane?
Well, how else would you know what her favorite wine is?
I was down in the wine vault, and I saw that there were a bunch of bottles down there with the Crane name on them. You know, they keep a private stock here. Yeah, like you rich people do down at the 21 Club in New York.
I should have realized my family keeps a private stock at the Seascape. I'm sorry I sounded suspicious, but I really like Fancy. I hope this date leads to something meaningful. Sure would make my family happy. But let's face it, if you're interested in her, I won't have a shot at all.
Hey, that's not true. Come on, don't sell yourself short, all right? Look, Fancy Crane just doesn't interest me.
Hey, listen, our table's ready. Look, it was great to run into you, Noah. Hey, wish me luck with Fancy, huh?
Hey, you got it.
Where were we?
We were about to get to know each other better.
Oh, my sweet Jane, I am your mother. Ethan is your father. And honey, no one's ever gonna tear us apart. Not even that crazy Teresa. She certainly tried, but she didn't succeed, honey. You know why? Because your mommy destroyed the only evidence that would make your daddy kind of mad at your mommy. You're gonna grow up with me and your daddy, and that horrible Teresa's gonna have to go back from where she came from with her tail between her scrawny little legs.
These burns are not that bad, Teresa.
Who cares? My life's over.
Don't talk like that. I know it hurts, but it's for the best, Teresa.
How can you say that, Mama?
You don't belong in this house. You forced yourself into this house because you made a deal with Alistair. And at what price, Teresa? He raped you. Nothing is worth that.
When has my daughter and Ethan?
Mi niña, she has Ethan because he is her husband. And Ethan is committed to that marriage. And it's a sin to break it up. Teresa, your precious little Jane would be home with us right now if you had just dropped those charges against Gwen. It's time for you to admit defeat. Come on, Teresa, think about your precious little boy, about little Ethan, huh? Take Ethan's advice. Okay, come home with me. Get a job, live a normal life. Look, you can see Jane when Ethan and Gwen allow it. And I'm sure that in time the courts will, well, they'll see that you're able to accept greater responsibility, okay? And you'll have shared custody of Jane.
Yeah, Mom, and that's what I've got to look forward to, right? Gutting fish at the cannery and saying thanks to Gwen if she lets me see my own child for an hour once a month.
Ay, Teresita, look, it'll only be for a while. You'll have a fresh start.
What about Ethan? Because fate says we're supposed to be together.
Well, Teresa, if that were true, don't you think you would be with him right now? Just let it go. Let it go, mi niña. Gwen destroyed those discs, okay? And even if it's true that Gwen and Rebecca framed you, that evidence is gone, okay? It's over. Yeah.
No. It's not over, Mom. It's not over until I get what I deserve. And what I deserve is my family.
Teresa, no.
Yes. I'm gonna go to Ethan. I'm gonna tell him exactly what happened. I'm gonna tell him that Gwen confessed and that she burned the computer discs. And if he doesn't believe me.
And he won't, Teresa.
I'm gonna go to Alistair and he will help me.
To Alistair. The devil who raped you. the man who destroyed your father's life and my life. That's who you're going to go
Mama,
to.
he is one of the strongest men in this world, and if I strengthen my pact with him, then I won't need the proof that Gwen destroyed, and he can help me get what I want, and what I want is my daughter back and Ethan.
At what price, Teresa? Hmm? Your body and your soul? Is that what you're willing to sell here?
Mama, I'm willing to pay any price to get my daughter and Ethan back.
What color are we gonna use for the head?
Red.
Okay, perfect. Well, you keep on coloring, eh? I'm gonna go and help Sharon clean up, okay?
It's so nice to see the two of you having fun together.
Are you okay?
Seeing you at James makes me miss Marty so much. You said you didn't know your son, and every minute I'm away from my son, he forgets me a little more. If I don't find him soon, he's gonna forget who I am.
Hey, you'll find him. Can't give up hope now. Oh, showtime. Hey, James, you want to see what a genius you have for a father?
They're gorgeous.
Want a taste?
Oh, yes, please.
Want a taste? Your grandmother taught me how to make these. You like them?
Well, the guests are gonna love them.
And all you have to do in the morning is warm them up.
Oh.
What's that for?
For helping me, for saving me.
Well, it's just a little bit of payback. You saved me when you watched James while I work. Speaking of you, young man, it's time for you to get to bed, so...
Why don't you take him up and I'll clean up down here? Thank you for making breakfast.
It's no problem. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams. Is there anything that man can't do?
Here's the bottle of wine you ordered.
Let the lady try.
It's fabulous. Edmund, how did you know this is my favorite wine? Oh, you must have asked someone at the house. What a nice change to be out with a man of taste and culture. Someone sensitive enough to find out what a lady likes and then plans accordingly.
Well, yeah, I ordered the wine, but it was Noah's idea.
What?
I'm glad you like it, man.
Edmund Sinclair, you clueless twit. You're such a moron you have to ask dating advice from some stupid bartender? Ah.
Lived happily ever after. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. How'd the trial go, sweetheart? I'm so sorry I had to leave early.
Doc, you know what? Let's talk about it later. I just want to sit here and enjoy my family.
And we are your family, aren't we? Yes, we are.
Yes, you are. I love you. I hope you know that.
I love you.
How you doing?
Come. The two of us are going to walk out of this house, down the driveway, and through those gates, and we are never coming back.
No,
Vamos.
Mama, no. Listen to me. I've got to stay in this house. It's the only way I can get Jane and Ethan back. Now, someday Ethan is going to learn the truth, and when he does, he's going to leave Gwen.
I wouldn't count on it, Teresa. look like a real family.
No. Mama, his real family is with me, little Ethan, and Jane, and we will be a family. No matter what I have to do.
You know, this has been great. It has, but my Pilates instructor, he gets so testy when I'm late. His muscles, you know, they get all bunched up, and it's just not very attractive.
No, wait. You haven't answered my question. Why were you in the basement right after I was poisoned? No one else was.
Now, let me see. What was I doing there? As I recall, we were all waiting to see if Luis and Sheridan's wedding would go on, and then I went downstairs.
Just in time to see me collapse?
Well, however it happened, it was a stroke of luck, wasn't it?
I almost died, Rebecca.
Yeah, and it was worth it, wasn't it? Oh, honey, Eva's gonna go to the slammer. Look, that is good for both of us. Now, Liz, you know, we may never know exactly what anyone did to whom, whatever. Let's try and look on the bright side. You and I got exactly what we wanted.
Julian, you must be mad. We can't run away.
Why not? You'll be free.
But everyone will think that I'm guilty. And it's bad enough to plea bargain, but to flee the country? Oh, what kind of example would I be setting for my daughters? And for our son Chad and for our grandson Miles?
They'll understand. In the meantime, we can be together. And with the Crane money behind us, we can live in any country we please without being extradited. You can't go to prison, Eve. I've served on the state penal board. I've seen these places. They're warehouses for lost souls. Prisons suck all the life out of a person.
My children need me, Julian. I mean, Whitney has to have someone talk her out of this crazy idea of a convent, and Simone is...
We'll send a jet and bring them all to us, Chad and Miles as well.
Darling. Oh, I'm not gonna let you just give up your whole world for me. You'll be ruined. You will lose everything that matters to you, and you'll be a fugitive.
Listen to me. Do you honestly think that anything has any meaning to me without you by my side? Now you come away with me. I want to save you from a life in prison.
Knock, knock. I just wanted to... You two look all tuckered out. I don't know why you were worried about being a good father. As far as I can see, you're natural.
I'm out of here.
Fancy, what is it?
What is it? I hate a man who can't make his own decisions.
But your grandfather...
My grandfather has nothing to do with this.
Let me drive you.
Sit, Edmund. I'll get a cab. I'm not wasting another minute with you or your soulmate.
What'd I do?
Don't worry about it, Edmund, all right? Girls like Fancy are just... they're like Arabian horses.
Expensive and overbred?
No, they're proud, they're wild, and they're temperamental. Some of them can just never be tamed.
Look at them, Mama. Look at Gwen stealing my place with my daughter. See, that's why I have to stay in this house. Because I gotta convince Ethan what Gwen did and that she destroyed the evidence. And if he doesn't believe me, then I've got Alistair. Alistair, he will help me get my family back.
Mira, Teresa, when you sell your soul to the devil, you are in eternal damnation.
I don't care what the cost, Mama. As long as I get Ethan and Jane back.
soon, you and I are going to have to go out for a long liquid lunch so we can dish. I bet we both have some amazing secrets we could share. But for right now, I think it's best we live by my favorite commandment. Thou shalt keep thy big mouth shut.
Well, the only commandment I live by is revenge is sweet. It's all I've ever wanted. To ruin my sister's life because she ruined mine. And now there's no escape for her. Vengeance is mine.
Just say the word, Eve. By this time tomorrow, we'll be alone somewhere safe. Starting a new life.
A new life.
Just say yes. Let's escape. Say yes. Allow me to give you the greatest gift there is. Freedom.
The most important thing is that we put Eve away for good. And that we never speak about this again.
Yes, Julian, I want to go. I want to go away with you.
She admitted that she burned the computer disks.
Is this true?
Yeah, it is.